I bought this jackfruit yesterday, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to show you how I open a jackfruit. I hope it's good because I bought it for like really cheap. I've never bought an entire jackfruit for this price. It was 17 pounds and he sold it to me for 99 cents a pound. So I spent $17 on this jackfruit. I feel a little part of it and it already feels a little bit soft. So I'm not sure if it's a hit or a miss. And we're going to find out right now. So these are the items that are needed when you're peeling a jackfruit. You could use your bare hands, right? But you definitely going to need a knife, and I have some oil in here. What my grandfather used to do was he would take the jackfruit up and hit it on the ground, and that he used to say when you take the jackfruit and then like you slam it on the ground, that will allow the sap, because jackfruit is very stainy and sticky, it will allow the sap to drain out. My mother also does that. I'm going to be using some gloves today because of my nails. um, I don't want to scrub them too hard and get them ruined. So I'm going to wear some gloves, and I have some oil here in this little container. You could use whatever oil you have. This is olive oil. So I'm just going to rub the oil on my gloves. I don't have to, but it's going to prevent, what the oil does, it prevents the sap from sticking to your hands or gloves and to the knife. So I'm going to take some of the oil and I'm going to put it on the oil on the knife just like this. So I'm just gonna oil up the knife just like this, and my hands already have the oil on it, and I have my jackfruit. Now we're gonna cut right into it, and I have a large bowl right behind me, and I'm going to peg the jackfruit and put it inside of this bowl. Okay, so first step is you have to cut the jackfruit. I hope you can see properly. So I'm just gonna cut it in a half, right? You can cut it any way, right? But I'm just gonna cut it this way so you could see. Jackfruit is generally hard to cut into. They do have another fruit that looks similar to the jackfruit, where I saw people like pulling the skin apart and just like and it comes off very easily. Jackfruit is not that kind of fruit. You have to work for it. You literally have to work for it. Jackfruit is very hard to cut into. So I'm like, instead of just cutting it and making a video, I'm like, let me just come on live, because that way you see it in action. It's like, and I always use like an old knife just in case it gets ruined, because sometimes the sap, it just sticks on. So I'm gonna put a little bit more oil here so it's easier for cleanup. So it's very hard to cut through, as you can see, and I'm not making like a perfectly round cut. It's kind of soft on this side, which I'm a little bit worried about, but let's see. And I'm using a serrated knife, which I think will make it easier, but it's hard. I've never cut it this way. I always do it the long way. Oh, here we go. Right? It smells so good. It smells so good, guys. It smells really, really good. And I grew up with a jackfruit tree in my yard in Jamaica. So some people say that it smells bad, but to me it doesn't. So like I'm used to this. This one doesn't look like it have much it's not that stainy. So I'm gonna cut it like this again in half. I've never cut it like this before, but first time for everything. It's so hard to cut. And then we're just going to peg it afterwards, and we're gonna get all the fruit out. I don't think, whew, it's making me work hard here. Well, normally here in New York, to get the entire jackfruit, I would spend like $50, right? It's normally like super expensive, but I was just super lucky to actually get this one for cheap. So this part, um, we'd call it the heart because it's like the center and the core. We're gonna take this part out. The part that's edible is this fruit. The seeds are also edible. You could roast them, you could boil them, could make a nice curry stew. I've curried them before, and it's really good. Like you boil the seeds and you curry it. It's very dense, like potato. So it has like a very dense texture. Like you'll get very full eating it. Oh, okay, so since this part cut off, I'm gonna just like peg one of this so you could see. So first you have to remove the seeds, of course. I'm gonna take it outside of this one is not fully ripe. This is what it looks like. So I take the seed out. I'm gonna cut this part off right here. Oh, let me show it to you. And this is like where the seed is normally inside of this little sack. You take that off like this. And this is the jackfruit. You can see it. Let me try to focus. So this is the jackfruit. This is what one of the pegs look like. And I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse. And eat it. It's still kind of firm. It's not really ripe, but it's sweet. It's sweet. Huh? And I'm just gonna peg this entire thing. If you let it sit for a while, it will ripen up. Even if you peg it. And look at nice and soft. It's good. So how is everyone doing today? I'm just gonna peg it and put it inside my bowl here. Pull this down a little bit so you can see. Get a better view. How's everyone doing today on this Saturday? Here in New York, it's kind of gloomy. It was kind of gloomy today. Now it's 9:15 and the sun is down. The sun wasn't even really out today. It was a cloudy day today. All around, very cloudy. But tried to make the most of it. Didn't really go out and do anything. If you watch my live that I just went live like a couple of minutes ago. I did a live on things that I ordered from Amazon. This I actually bought it from a street vendor on Pelham Parkway by the number 5 train station. He was selling all different types of fruits and vegetables. It was mostly vegetables. He had like squash, and I bought some onions also from him because I ran low on onions and I needed them to cook dinner yesterday. So I bought this jackfruit. I went on my walk and so I bought this jackfruit from him. So okay, look. So now we're just gonna pull out one of the pegs. Just like this. And if the skin comes off with it, it's fine. All you gotta do is just cut it from the top and cut it off just like this. And I wasn't sure if I had any money with me, and I'm like, oh, I may have to get it tomorrow, which was today. And he said, oh, he won't be there today. He won't be back until Monday, and he wasn't sure if he was going to have any more jackfruit then, because there was only 3 left. And so I checked my bag and I actually had some cash on me. So I was able to get this jackfruit for $17, which is like a steal to get it here in New York. And this is what the seed looks like. So you could roast the seed, you could boil it, and it's totally edible, and it's packed with nutrients. So, um, so like these fibers, right? We normally remove these little white fibers from the jackfruit, just like this, and we remove the seed. So you just take this part off, remove the seed, and this is a seed, and then there's like this part where the seed is inside of like a little sack. I normally just take that off too, and just leaves it just like this. You want it?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me just rinse it off. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's not super ripe, Anuli. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's not really super ripe, but it tastes good to me. She never do. How does it taste, Anuli?
It tastes fresh.
It tastes fresh, but it's a little bit sweet though, right?
Yeah.
A little. Yeah, she doesn't really like the taste of jackfruit that much, but she's actually eating a piece, so I'm happy. So my mom and I are the jackfruit lovers in the family. So I will be sharing this with my mom. Definitely will be sharing this with my mom. So we're just gonna clean that up. Oh, so the story of my grandfather. Now, as I said, I grew up with a jackfruit tree in my yard. My grandfather would whenever there's a ripe jackfruit on the tree, because the tree gets very tall, right? So he would just pick the jackfruit, bang it on the ground a little bit to get all of the sap out of it, and then we will sit down together and just eat it together. And that's how my love of jackfruit started. And ever since then, I've been in love with jackfruit. Right? Ever since I was a little girl growing up in the hills of Hanover. So I'm from like way rural country, Jamaica. And to me, like I had the best childhood because I was able to experience that life. Like that life that made me who I am today. Um, you know, when I went to Jamaica late last month, early this month, and we went back up to our district, which is Clifton District in Hanover, and I was able to get some coconut from my coconut tree. So now I have my personal coconut. I have to make a video of that and post it here. I have my personal coconut tree. Now this stems from an African tradition brought over when you know, through slavery. So a lot of the enslaved Africans actually kept their traditions going. My grandmother, she was a maroon, therefore I'm a maroon also, right? My grandmother was a maroon, and she kept that part of our culture where we call it navel string, which is your umbilical cord, your belly button, when it, you know, when you're a baby and that part that it dries up and falls off. She took that and she planted it, and she planted a tree on top of it. If you check out a lot of West African culture, they actually do that also. And you know, so I'm grounded in Jamaica, you know, I'm very much grounded. And I was able to get a lot of coconut from my coconut tree. I'm sweating here, guys. This is hard work. Um, I was able to get some coconut from my coconut tree when I went down. I even brought up some of the coconut water and some of the coconut, which I drank some of my coconut water today. And I have the coconut. I'm going to make some coconut milk with it or some delicious smoothies or something in the upcoming days. It's in the freezer. I froze it, the coconut jelly and the coconut water. And I have it in my refrigerator, so whenever I need it, I could just take it out and eat it, which is great. So I was just so happy that my grandmother actually with kept up with that part of our culture, you know, and it stems right from Africa, um, from the Gold Coast, right? Anuli. So my daughter just asked me where is her umbilical cord, and honestly, I would have to go search for it. I know that.
You have it in the house?
I think it's over by grandma's. I think I have it by grandma's. Huh?
Wouldn't it be dried up then?
Yes, of course it would be dried up,
Was
but
yours dried up?
I never saw mine because
But you
I mean
have to ask grandma then.
they planted mine in Jamaica.
I know.
If like yeah, when it dries up and falls off, that's when they take it and then they plant it and they'll plant a tree. I wish I could do that for my children to continue. So listen, Anuli, when you get older and you get married and you have your children, you have to continue that tradition.
Okay.
Please, okay? Don't let it stop with me not doing it. So you make, huh?
You can still plant.
I can still plant yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can still plant yours. I just have to find it. Listen, this jackfruit, I'm sweating here. It's like hard work. Hard work getting all of this jackfruit out. Let me put it over here so you could get a better view of it. I'm just pegging them. And what am I going to do with this? I'm going to make a lot of juices, smoothies. I'm going to share it, of course, with my mom. Or if you know me, right, and you like jackfruit, and I could get it to you, let me know. I'll definitely share because this is a lot of jackfruit. So, yeah, I'm really thankful and glad that I do have my personal coconut tree in Jamaica. And when I go back home, oh my gosh, it was so tall. It was like super tall and flourishing, of course. So I was able to get some. We drank. My mom was the first one to drink some of the coconut from my tree, and then I had the second one. See the jackfruit here, which was like so. It was so sweet. It was so sweet and refreshing, and it was just a magical moment because, like I'm telling you, this is in the hills of Hanover. The view up there is so beautiful, is so magical. So what happened a few years ago, the family home actually got burnt down, and so right now there's no structure there, right? So my goal now, which I have to fulfill, is to build a structure there. That's my goal, and I have to do it. All right. So I'm gonna keep the seeds also. I should have had like a different bowl where I'm keeping the seeds so you could see the seeds. But I love my culture. I love the fact that I grew up in the hills, in the countryside. I grew up where my grandparents actually, my grandfather is a farmer, so we had most things in the yard, like We had a lot of different fruit trees, a lot of different mango trees, banana. We had soursop, which my grandfather would pick the leaves and make soursop leaf tea for me, which was like my favorite tea growing up. The back, we my grandmother had, we had a kitchen on the indoor kitchen with stove and everything, but she had a outdoor kitchen where she would cook most of the meals. And if you've ever had food cooked right with like wood, just that natural smoke flavor from just the wood and everything from outside, it tastes so much better than when you cook it on the stove, right? The aroma is like so different. So my grandmother mostly cooked in the outdoor kitchen, and behind the outdoor kitchen she had like her little thyme tree. She had some bird pepper or scotch bonnet pepper tree. She had like all her herbs right behind the outdoor kitchen. So whatever like fresh seasonings that she needed, she would just go in the back of the kitchen and just get it nice and fresh, so you know that food tastes good, right? You know, when the food is you get that natural seasoning on food, nothing beat that. And all of this powder stuff don't taste nothing like that, right? And they only use a little piece of pepper, a little piece of thyme, a little piece of whatever, and the flavor just goes like. And this is all organic. Like growing up, you know, we grew up on organic foods and we didn't even know that it was organic. Good, nice food, you know. We didn't have to worry about no GMO and all of that stuff. We didn't know about that until, you know, later years. But I'm telling you, that's why I'm so thankful of that life of, you know, that's what, to me, that's what a good quality of life is. And what that means is, you know, to be able to live off the land. We had banana trees. Like my grandfather would use boil some of the bananas, of course, and have like green banana, and you know, we cook that in soup, or we just boil the banana and eat it with our food or whatever. And then he would take some of the banana and wrap it inside of the banana leaf, right? Like a dried banana leaf. He'd wrap the banana in it, and he had like a chest at the bottom of the bed. The bed had like this compartment. I don't know if they make those beds anymore, right? And he would wrap the banana up and put it inside there, and it's dark and warm, and it will help the banana to ripe quicker. I'm telling you, I left Jamaica when I was 9, and I still remember these things like it was yesterday, because it's deeply rooted in me. You know, I used to go back every summer and spend holidays with them, and I miss them so much. So my grandfather, his name is Alexander Dixon, and my grandmother is Princess Elizabeth. Yes, Princess Elizabeth Rowe Dixon. So the Rowe now, Rowe is um have background with yes, with the maroons, and Lee knows.
Like, even if you like look it up, because I went on Safari and I saw like a chart of
Can you hear Anuli? You have to talk up louder.
I saw like a chart of all the maroons from that time, and I saw various names with the last name of Rowe, and it was a lot of people.
It was a lot of rows. So she actually looked it up because I told her about the history. And that's one thing, you have to share your history with your children, right? I told her about the history, and she said she looked it up on Safari, and she actually saw names with row, like maroons. Um, and that's one thing I want to dive deeper into, to get to find the rows of Jamaica in Jamaica, because we are family, right? And to oh, let me, oh look, I could do this.
Another thing.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
the
a
seed fell out.
great uncle that was a colonel.
Yes.
And it was Colonel Rowe.
Colonel Rowe. So Anuli just said she also have like a great 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 grand uncle whose name was Colonel Rowe, which she's also a famous Maroon, right? And that's
Like,
where
this
I'm
is
derived
what
from. Hmm?
This is what I see for right here. Not sure
Show them. What do you see? Can you see that? I don't know. You're too thick. So, yeah, so I have maroon blood running inside of me. Very strong. Very strong. And I try to uphold that. Right? And we're going to continue our tradition with oops, that one fell. Anuli, and I'm going to tell my son Amlak to try to, you know, continue those traditions of planting the navel string.
Right here.
It tells you it has the names.
Yeah, some names are right here.
Oh, nice. Oh, I gotta look at look on that later. No, you gotta show me that site. You didn't show me that before. So,
I think I did.
huh?
I think I did.
You told me.
Yeah, I think.
Mm.
Susan Rowe.
What?
Susan Rowe.
Susan Rowe.
Lucy Rowe. Mary Rowe. Anne Rowe.
Oh.
Ellen Rowe. Bess Rowe.
And the thing is,
Rowe.
I have to ask my cousin Andrea. She has a lot of things written down. That information she got from our great grand aunt, and maybe that could actually help us to further find more information. But I'm so glad that I actually have my own tree. Next time we go to Jamaica, Anuli, you're going to have to come with me up to Clifton, and you're going to have to drink some coconut from my own coconut tree. Okay. All right? We're all gonna go up there, and we're gonna have some coconut. My cousin Alton actually picked the coconuts for us, and we brought them back to Lucy. And then in Lucy, we just we cut up all the coconut, and we froze the coconut, and we put the coconut water in bottles, and we froze that, and we brought it up with us. So I have that. But I used to enjoy. You have something else to say?
Yeah, some others.
You found some other different names? Oh, Henry Rowe, Billy Rowe, James Rowe, William Rowe, Sambo. Yeah. Wow, that's nice, Anna. Thanks for showing me that. Which archive did you?
And look at this one. These are like
officers and lieutenants? Show that. Oh, so these are people in the army? So those are officers and privates, and some of them were rows. Okay. What lieutenant? Oh, wow.
Lieutenant Richard Rowe.
Nice. Thanks for that.
And Captain James Rowe.
Wow. So I'm just cutting out the jackfruit, and look how much I have already. And this is just like a quarter of the jackfruit. I still have this big piece here. Let me put that here. And this piece. Still have a lot to go. And this bowl is already almost full. But I'm going to freeze them. And what you could freeze the jackfruit, right? And then you could use it whenever. Probably it could last up to 3 months in the freezer. Probably more, I'm not sure. Dang, I almost missed it. Oh no. You're back. Thanks for coming back, and thanks for watching. I can eat jackfruit raw or cooked. Oh, as a barbecue, love it. Yes. Yes, definitely. And at this stage, you probably, because it's not like really ripe, you probably could cook this
And
one.
another thing I found out, they're all from here in Jamaica.
A compound, a
Mm-hmm.
compound town.
Yes.
Oh. Um, some are from, they're all the roads are from a compound town. Or
From in there, yes.
I have to talk to Andrine again. She has all the history. Um, and tell me exactly where my grandmother came from. Well, I came from Sunderland. I know that much. Um, um, right now, is it pronounced Jenny or Jenny? Right now, I'm actually raw. I've been raw vegan for the past 3 days. So, whatever I'm gonna do with this is going to be like raw. Maybe I could make it into a salad or something like that. Oh, I love jackfruit in a salad. It tastes very good in a salad. Huh? So this one came off in like a peg, right? And we're just gonna pull this apart like this. And all these white fibers, I'm going to remove it. Jenny, Johnny. Sorry. I don't like butchering people's name because I don't like when people call me Shaniqua. So I apologize. I really do apologize for butchering your name. Um, so I could spice this up, make like a raw jerk jackfruit, right? And make a lot of smoothies. I'm gonna juice some. I'm gonna try to juice it. I've never juiced it in my nama. Yes, correct, Johnny. Okay, great, thank you. Hmm? Okay. Ask unlock. Um, so I'm definitely going to be making a lot of like probably smoothies or stuff like that. And and then I'm gonna try to do, I saw someone juice it. I've never juiced it because I'm like, that's wasting it. Because you could eat, this is like I really don't, I'll juice mango, but I don't like juicing it because I'm like, I'm wasting all the goodness. You know that feeling? Because like with pineapples, I don't mind because it's like so much fiber that, you know, I don't want to eat all of that. But for jackfruit now, I'm afraid. So what I am thinking, like, even if I do juice it, right? I'm going to juice it, and then whatever the pulp that's left over, I'm going to put it in my dehydrator and like have like dehydrated um jackfruit pulp for, another day to do something else with it. Because honestly, I love jackfruit. But it's hard work. It takes a lot of time. Look, how long have I been on here? For 34 minutes, and I only did a quarter of this jackfruit. Look how much pulp. I'm gonna have to get something to put it in. And I'm gonna put the seeds in a container. I'm gonna try to do some recipes with the seeds. But you know the problem right now, that because I am raw vegan, I don't like to cook when I'm raw because guess what? I get hungry. But I have a family, so I gotta cook for those kids. But you know, and it's hard when you're cooking something and you smell the smells and it smells so good and you can't even taste it. Yeah, when I'm raw, I don't even taste the food. You can't taste it, right? So I just have to cook it for them, and it's like torture. It's like torture to cook food and you can't eat it. I made lasagna, which I haven't made in so long, like 3 days ago, and I didn't eat any because I'm raw. So I'm gonna try to be raw for this month and see where it takes me. Now it's easier to be raw vegan because it is warmer and I have a lot more options. Summertime, I have more access to fruits and all of that. So it makes it easier for me to be raw right now. Yesterday I went and I bought some coconut water. I bought sugar cane juice and the sugar cane was so sweet. It's like that purple one. The vendor, he actually said it came from Florida. It was so good. Oh my goodness. If I could share it with you, I would. um I didn't post the video yet here on YouTube, but I will post the video and I'll add the location also. So if you are in New York, if you are in the Bronx, you would be able to go and get some of that from him because I'm telling you, it was really good. Really, really good. And I also bought 2 mangoes, which I ate them all. 3. I ate 2 yesterday and I ate 1 today. These were Dominican mangoes and they were also very good. And I bought some seeded grapes. He had seeded grapes. He had guineps, but the guineps weren't so sweet. But maybe you could make a guinep juice with that. He also had pawpaw. He had tamarind. He had like so much different fruits there. So it was very good. But I got the grapes, I got mangoes, I got sugar cane, the juice. Okay, you gonna do it? You could do it from that phone? You might have to use my other phone. Use my other phone right there. And yeah, it was so refreshing. So refreshing. I love fruits. And oh, I have a box of fruits from Fruit Hunters. Oh my gosh. If I didn't make a mess right now, I would show you all. If you want to see what I have, let me know. And I will show you some of the fruits from Fruit Hunters. So just do it once. Give it to me. Put it here. Just so if you want to see the fruits, let me know. And show it to you. I think what did I see in there? I saw mame. I have a cocoa. I have I saw a passion fruit. But I also have a sprouted coconut, which I didn't open yet, which I need to open up and make some coconut milk with. Like I sometimes, like, you know, I just didn't get around to making it yet, so I'm definitely going to have to do that. But I'm like, I have to peg this jackfruit because I didn't want it to go bad. There's a part on it that's already soft, so I'm like, at least if I peg it, I could always freeze it. Look how much already I have. It's a lot, right? And then I could freeze it and have it. I don't want to get it waste. I don't want to waste it. And especially now that I'm raw, it's just easier for me to like pick up some of the jackfruit and blend it up and just make it. Anoli, come here, please.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I want to see the fruits. Ah! Okay, I'll show you the fruits. I'm gonna show you the fruits. I'm gonna get a bag to put this trash in, so that way, because it's a mess. Bring my phone, please. Bring the phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna show you the fruits. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here. I'm gonna get the box with the fruits. Let me put these away first. Actually, I'm gonna put the seeds in this container. Let me put the seeds here. Let's put the pulp away. You're supposed to clean as we go, right? Clean as we go. But I forgot to put my bag there. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to actually put this inside of my compost bin right in my backyard. And that way, you know, it goes back to the earth. So let me just clean up right here. I have my seeds. And I have to pull my little machine out. So these are some of the seeds. Let me get going. So, oh, let me show you. So the seed is in like this sack, right? And then when you squeeze it, it comes out. And this is how the seed looks, right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Nunu.
You're welcome.
Use the Apple Pay, okay?
Alright.
Alright, so I'm putting the seeds over in this container. Because we try to use, you know, try to be like, don't waste too much. Try to use as much as we can. So that's why the pulp will go in my compost bin, and the seeds I will cook them. Oh, accidentally threw a seed away, but that's fine. I have lots of seeds here. And double click. What's so much? Just clean up the area so I could show you the fruits properly, right? So I'm just cleaning up.
I can't wait to see them.
You can't wait to see the fruits also?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Alright, we're cleaning up. Yeah, I try not to like say, even if I do, sometimes, you know, I buy fruits and I don't use them in time, and they, you know, a lot of times, you know, especially organic fruits, they go bad quickly. So what I do is I put in my compost bin. I also have a Lumi where I use it mostly in the winter time when I don't want to go outside and throw anything. You know, I just put it overnight, and then I just toss the rest inside of my compost bin. All right, so I'm gonna show you all the fruits. So these are some of the seeds again.
Are you gonna dry them up?
Uh,
Cook them?
yeah, I'm gonna cook them.
I mean, roast them first.
I'm gonna roast them too. So I'm gonna get my fruits now. Put this to the side. So this is also a fruit haul, right? Oh, let me wipe this off a little bit better. Could you push that box over here for me, please?
Okay.
So we're going to see the fruits. Oh. So this is a large box. This is the large box, right? And I just lift up the stuff. And we're just gonna take up one thing at a time. So it comes all covered up in like paper. I should have had like a bowl. My fruit bowl is filled. Okay, so, ooh, what is this one? I don't know what this is. Is it? It look like a. I don't know what this one is. It looks like a mango, but then it has this little spot down here, and it looks like an apple. I have to find out what this one is. Looks like a mango, but it's like oddly shaped. It looks like an apple, but it's soft, like a mango. Doesn't smell like a mango. I have no idea what this one is. Oh man. And we have this one, which is the tree tomato. My Auntie Pearl likes this one. I have to try to get it to her. So this one, it on the outside of the skin is like very thick, and it's kind of hard. And then on the inside, it has like almost like a tomato. You could actually cook with this one. This is one of those fruits where you can cook with.
Isn't it kind of sweet too?
It's kind of sweet on the inside, but the outside is not really pleasant tasting. This one is a passion fruit. And whoa. I have some lychees. Lots and lots of lychee. Let's open one. Rinse it off. Quick rinse. And I'm gonna open up this lychee. It's dripping everywhere. Ooh. Sure, you can have a bite. Here you go.
Thank you.
I'll give you here.
It's very sweet.
It's very sweet.
And look at the seed on the inside.
Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. Now, time for me to taste test one of these.
It kind of reminds me of like, have you ever seen like people donate their like body to science, and it kind of looks like the heart.
It looks like a heart, she says, when someone donates their body to science. Did you take anatomy with cadaver?
No.
With your mommy? Oh, she said, I love lychee too. Yes. It's just bursting with delicious juice.
It's very sweet and nice.
Wow. That's very good. Thank you for telling me to do the fruit haul, because so juicy. Fruit hunters. I'm gonna put all the information in the description. I have more lychee. You want more?
Yes, please.
So juicy. This is what the seed looks like. I missed a piece. This is what the seed looks like. You're gonna show them your seed too, Nole?
Yeah.
This is from Fruit Hunters. I have a code Shanique Love, and you'll get 15% off your fruit box. So good.
It's a very nice dark brown. It's a very nice dark brown.
What's a nice dark brown?
The seed.
Oh, the seed. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Let's open this one again. So juicy. The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want it to burst out. You see it?
Hi.
I got a noli on the forehead. It's so juicy. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Can I have another paper towel,
Sure, I'm gonna
please?
open another one. Woo! Right splash. So
It's sprayed on
juicy.
the phone too.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. I'm telling you, I always get my fruits from Fruit Hunters. And hold it, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And guess what? Yellow dragon fruit. Now, if you're constipated, this one's for you. I'm telling you, this thing will send you right to the bathroom without a problem. I can't eat too much of it because, like, I really don't have any issues using the bathroom. So I can't eat. I could only just eat like probably a half at a sit-in because I'll live in the bathroom. So dragon fruit, yellow dragon fruit. To me, this one is the sweetest out of all of them. Like the white, the red one on the outside and white on the inside is very bland in taste. Like it looks very pretty, but it's bland. And the red one on the inside and the red on the outside is, some of them, like if you get it really ripe, it will be very sweet, but this is the sweetest of them all, the yellow ones. So it's yellow on the outside, and when you cut it on the inside, it has like bigger seeds and they're white, and it's very sweet, and it will send you to the bathroom. Ooh, so this definitely is a mango. This definitely is a mango. Fruit hunt. It smells like this, so it must be, that one must be a mango. I just don't know what type of, this have a stronger mango smell, maybe because it's a little bit riper than the other one. So in Jamaica we call this cocoa, right? Should I open this?
Yes, please.
Should I open this? Anoli says yes. I need another yes. If someone else says yes,
Please say yes, because it tastes so good.
if someone else says yes, I will open this one for Anuli. You just have to type in there, and don't forget to subscribe too. If you like what you're seeing, make sure
She
you
said
subscribe.
yes. Yes, right
No,
here.
she said I love lychee.
No,
she
yes,
was
right
no,
here.
she was telling me to do the fruit haul. That
But
was
it still counts.
Someone has to say yes in the comment, and I'll open this in the comment section. This is a mame.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, me either. They are good. She didn't say yes. She just said they are good.
Please say yes.
Somebody has to say yes in the comment, and I'll open the cocoa. Some people call it cacao. Oh, she said yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yes, she said it twice. So let me wash it off. Oh, man, she said yes, so I have to open it now. I'm going to try to get it as perfect as I can. I don't know if I could get it perfectly open. And let's see. I'm going to just crack it. Actually, let's use this knife.
Be careful. Your fingers.
That's why the serrated knife is easier for these things. I just want to get it. Oh!
It is amazing.
So I just cut it around with the serrated knife. Ooh. I'm trying to get it. Ooh. Ooh.
And after like it's eaten, you could like dry it and make like chocolate and stuff.
Yes. Do you see it?
It's
This
really
cool.
good and sweet.
Okay, go ahead and only take the first one.
It almost tastes like you know how a banana tastes. That's how the skin tastes.
Oh, hi Scott. So it's edible. The flesh on the outside, you like it? Anuli's dancing. She's doing a dance. The flesh, I used to eat this growing up too as a kid in Jamaica. On the outside is edible. And then on the inside, you have the cocoa bean, which that's what they use to make chocolate. Hi, is it good? Yes, it's really good. So Anuli, could you describe the taste again?
Well, it tastes like banana, but it's like a light taste of banana. It's not like really strong.
I'm gonna try to take off the outer part without biting into the cocoa because it's like bitter tasting, the cocoa, and show you what it looks like. But it's good. It's really good. Want more?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, I almost got it all off. Okay, there we go. This is the cocoa bean. Right? You can see it. I'm trying to let it focus. And this is what it looks like. And they'll ferment this. Wow, right? Yeah. So this is what it looks like with the pulp, and then when you remove the pulp, this is what it looks like. And this is what makes your chocolate, guys. This is what chocolate comes from. Right?
To roast it for like X amount of days.
Fermented. It's really sweet. It's like a sticky, gooey texture, almost like soursop, but a little bit more slimier. And texture, not taste. But she's looking like, no, it doesn't taste like soursop. And texture. But it's really good. It tastes good. And this is cocoa.
And you know, the outside of it, it reminds me of how like pecans are shaped.
It's shaped like a pecan. Let me show you the rest of the fruits. I'm gonna save this. I don't know. You gonna try to make chocolate with it? I'll put it here for you to eat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ooh, and I also got. They also sent me these little limes and only that you like.
Oh, can I have one of
The
those,
caviar.
actually?
What do they call it?
Caviar.
Caviar limes. Make chocolate. Okay, pretty girl. Pretty girl says she make chocolate with it. Alright, I'm going to cut one of these limes and show you what it looks like on the inside. Alright. I got the cocoa in my mouth. Let's chew it up. You see? I was going to cut it in half. Open it up. I wish it would focus a little bit better.
Squeeze it a little.
Squeeze it. Can you see that?
Like you see how they pop out?
Can you see it properly? Do you see how it pops out?
And they're very crunchy when you bite into them.
It's like this. They call it caviar limes, right?
Yeah, and it tastes really good to me. Thank you.
Sour. Sour. Sour.
Isn't it good?
She loves lime. It's sour. It's good though. Ooh. Look what I found. Avocado. I love the avocado. Ooh, and they're ripe. This one's ready. Like by tomorrow. I got 2 nice big size avocados.
It's pear.
In Jamaica we call it pear. Um, they call them avocado here. And this looks like a big, what do you call it? Naseberry. Naseberry. But they call this one a sapote also, I think. I think so. So that's all I got today. Oh, pass the sprouted coconut so I can show them, please.
Oh, okay.
Don't let it fall. Don't pull it. Don't pull it. Gentle, gentle. Hold it on the coconut. No?
No, I'm not gonna touch there.
This is a sprouted coconut which I need to break open and make some coconut milk with. Right? And it's gonna be nice. Thank you, Noli.
You're welcome.
So that's my fruit haul. Can you put this back, please?
Okay.
So that's my fruit haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So I got amame. Let's go over it one more time. Some avocados, which is 2 nice ones. I'm gonna leave these here because they're soft already. Mangoes. I think this is a mango too. The stem, it doesn't really look like a, I don't know. I don't know if this is a mango. The way how its shape is indented, I'm gonna have to find out from Fruit Hunters. Thanks for sharing. No problem. You're most welcome. It was a pleasure. My battery is at 1%. My phone is gonna die. But thank you all for watching, and I will yes, thank you all for watching. My phone is over an hour and my phone is gonna die. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that button and subscribe. And you know, I'm gonna bring all the niceness, all the fruits, all the exotic fruits, all the nice delicious juices, everything plant-based, right? So hit that follow button, subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. Thank you all for watching again. Thanks for coming back, Jenny. All right, thanks for coming back and watching.